Hello my beautiful people, it's me, it's Michael, and I'm back again with Flosstube 26. Or, you can call me Michał because this is my Polish name and Michael is just English equivalent. This is my Flosstube number 26. Today we've got 15th of July, we've got Friday, and what a wonderful day to film a Flosstube, really. The sun is shining, it's very warm here in UK, and I am very happy because I've got few things done this past 2 weeks that I would like to show you, and let's just begin with the Flosstube. So first thing I would like to tell you that I had my birthday recently on the 13th of July, and I received a card from one of my friends from Japan, which I would like to show you. It is an amazing card from my friend from Japan. It was what a gift that was, because it came exactly on my birthday. I don't know how she calculated that, or how in the world she predicted that it's gonna come on the 13th, but look at this amazing card with just popping up like ninjas, and it's just amazing. It says happy birthday, and I think it says omedetou gozaimasu, or omedetou gozaru. Omedetou de gozaru, I think. Omedetou de gozaru, which is congratulations or happy birthday in Japanese. I love this card. It's just displayed downstairs because I love how it looks with just those ninjas popping out of Mount Fuji for some strange reason. But I've got a wonderful card from Country of the Rising Sun, and also I've got another little bit and little letter from Kaylee from United States. I forgot to show that last time, but Kaylee, a wonderful person, one of my stitchy friends from States, sent me an amazing card, and in this card there is, of course, amazing floss drops with her lovely cat Susie. And this is her Flosstube over here if you want to check it out. And also I believe it's her Instagram name, so she also has Instagram. So she has two different holes. So this basically what I think that's what you're supposed to do, is to put all your floss here, and when you pull something from the floss and you have leftovers, you can hang it under a little smaller hole. So that's what I'm going to do with those amazing floss drops. Thank you, Kaylee, very much for those. And also she sent me a beautiful little sticker with Susie and amazing kit for tiny stitching. She was kind enough to send me a little piece of her very valuable 56 count even weave, little teeny little rectangle, and this is something that is no longer produced at all, so I was very happy to get that. And yeah, it's 56 count even weave, which is, they no longer produce that, so I'm very lucky to have a little tiny piece of that. And also she sent me some superior threads to go with it, with kimono silk, and they are absolutely wonderful and beautiful. Look at those on my ugly, big, manly hand. Look at these. Oh my gosh, and they're so thin as well. They are sewing thread, kimono silk, and I believe it's made for sewing kimonos. That's why I think they named it like that. But they're very thin and very delicate, very thin. I am so pleased, and I love them so much. Their colors are so beautiful, but I have no idea what should I've been stitching on on this little tiny fabric. First of all, I don't have a hoop that is small enough to accommodate a fabric like that, so I have to look online to find something. But thank you so much, Kaylee. It was such a surprise because you told me that you're gonna send that to me, and it got here literally about 3 days later. I was mind blown. What? It came in so early. Oh my gosh. And I really love it. Thank you so much. So that's main segment out of the way. Let's get into cross stitching. I'll also show you something at the end of the video, because this card from my friend from Japan is not the only thing that I received. So if you're interested what else she included in her in a little parcel, please stick around to the end of the video. So yeah, so first thing regarding cross stitching that I would like to show you on today's Flosstube, it is actually my new release that I've managed to, you know, put on my shop on Etsy. So I spent on that several days of constant stitching. I was doing 700 to 800 stitches a day, because this design was so addictive to me that I couldn't really stop. I couldn't put my needle down, and that was done in about 3 to 4 days. I'm not even joking. That was done in less than a week, and this piece has little less than 5,000 stitches. Let me tell you. So it is my take on a fairy tale of Thumbelina, and this is done on a 32 count even weave, spotted even weave from Zweigart, with a variegated thread from DMC. I obviously could have purchased different threads from a different company, but I really wanted to see what you can achieve using, you know, only DMC, not overdyed floss from, you know, more posh companies, you know, the floss that is a little bit more expensive. So I wanted to experiment and see what you can accomplish with this, and I'm quite pleased. But I've learned quite a lot making this piece. So this is it. Still in the Q snap, and this is my Thumbelina, and I really do adore how good that looks. But I've learned several things while stitching her. Let me make sure that you can see there. See that you know. So I've learned several things while stitching it. So first thing I've learned, that while stitching on a dark fabric, it's better to choose color that are lighter, because it pops up a little bit better, like much better on darker fabric. And this piece actually could have worked better if this fabric didn't have any spots, white spots on it. But this is what I've got. This is the only thing that I've got that could match this fabric, so I've just used what I've had. So yeah, that's how it looks. I'm pretty sure that it will look even better if you used overdyed threads. Also, I've altered her design a little bit. So on the shop, you can purchase, if you purchase this little pattern on my shop, it's basically is 100 by 100. This is a perfect square pattern. It's 100 by 100. That was originally made to be given out for Kaylee's Tiny Stitchy project, but she told me that it'll be too big for people to try out tiny stitching. So I made a downsized version, which is available for free from Kaylee if you order her tiny stitching. So if you want to see that, you can just, you know, message her and ask her. She can give out this little pattern for free. I allowed her to give it out to anyone that will ask for it. So you can message her to get that pattern for free from her. I'm not going to show it here because I don't see no point. This is a variation of this bigger pattern with Thumbelina. So, and I really do adore it. It is amazing. I'm being modest here. But I understand that some people might not like how Thumbelina herself looks. So as you can see, I would need to zoom quite a bit on it. She has only one eye, and it is because you cannot see that very well on this pattern because I used that color for her, but it meant to be her half of her hair are supposed to be dripping on her face. That's why she's showing only one eye. But it shouldn't be an issue. You can just exchange that little stitch for another black stitch, and she'll have her both eyes where they are supposed to be. So I've heard people, ask me, "Hey, where is her other eye?" And I had to, explain how it looks. So if you purchase this pattern on my Etsy, you also get a black and white version. And on that version, you can clearly see where is her hair, and is like swooping over her face on one of the sides, and that's why it looks the way it looks. The color version is, you get those two, black and white. So that means that you can stitch it in every color, any single color that you wish to stitch it with. Just mono color if you want, or I also made a colorful version like this. So I did some alterations to Thumbelina herself. So if you use the different colors on her, it will look much better. So yeah, this is my new release on the shop. Next thing I would like to talk about is my new start, a birthday start. I never had a birthday start before, and I never heard about birthday start since I think October last year. So that's why I didn't have any last year. But this year I decided to participate. And I was debating. I thought about stitching one of those two beautiful ladies that I purchased recently. I should have a pattern somewhere over here. I'm pretty sure of it. Oh, there we are. So I thought about stitching Mirabilia Blossom for my birthday, or starting my Anchor kit, Maya Collection Goddess of Prosperity, which is this one. So me, being tight on the budget this month, decided to birthday start this beautiful Goddess of Prosperity, because I already had all the materials that I needed. I just needed to put it on my Q-snap and start it. So that's what I decided to do. And a bit that I already did is this little bit over here with this flower and her sleeve and going to her arm. And I've decided to change the fabric on this because it came in with like dark beige fabric, Ada 16 count, which is a major improvement in my opinion, comparing to the other kits when they only give you a 14 count white Ada. So good job, Anchor. And I decided to swap it for a 32 count Belfast linen from Zweigart in Vintage Country Mocha color, but also I've decided that I want to do her skin 1/1, so this is going to be very challenging. I might even purchase some beads for her necklace, but I'm not sure about that. I need to think. I need to first stitch her and decide what do I want to do, because her necklace is being done with French knots. So, and we all we all know how we feel about French knots, isn't it? So without further ado, this is where I am with my Goddess of Prosperity. So as you can see, this is her dress. This is like part of her dress. This is part of her sleeve. This is the one of the flowers. It's not backstitched yet, so it doesn't look like much. And we are going here up, and this is her hand. This is her elbow and arm. So it is not much. I've stitched on it for since Wednesday. We've got Friday, so this is quite a bit of progress for only 3 days of 2 to 3 days of stitching, isn't it? So yeah, I am pretty pleased with it. So, but I tell you, stitching 1/1 on 32 count, that's challenging. So I can only imagine how it's going to be on the 56 count. I don't know how am I supposed to stitch that on this little tiny fabric, but I really enjoy how this looks so far. So there is a little bit of 1/1 over here. Oh, tiny stitches. So I never did 1/1, especially on a little bit like that. So I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work, because if should I do like quarter stitches for like in a normal with normal floss around it as well, just to accommodate and round it out, or should I just do normal stitches as on the pattern and only do you know 1/1 for only for the skin without caring about rounding out those fabrics, her dress, because I don't know how should I explain that. Let me just zoom in for a second. So over here, as you can see, it's kind of blocky around her elbow. So should I do like 1/1 with those oranges and yellows just to round it out around her elbow? I don't know. I need to do a little bit more research because I know about that, because I know people stitch mirabilias like that, so they do skin 1/1. So I have to look it up a little bit, and learn more and look in it a little bit more in depth. But I really do like how this works at the moment. So yeah. So I guess as long as I'm happy, no one else should care how it looks really, but if I like how it looks, that's the most important, I think. So yeah. And another thing that I would like to show you, it is my whip. I was working a little bit on the How Does Your Garden Grow by Caterpillar CrossStitch. So this is where I am at the moment. I started part 3 recently, and as you can see, I've got 2 sunflowers done and 2 of the lavender beautiful flowers done, and I started to work on the 3rd sunflower, but then my birthday came, so I had to put that put that piece in the bag and start on my birthday. Start, isn't it? Because that's important, because that's what I really wanted to do. So I still need to work on it and finish part 3. I don't think I'm gonna start part 4 straight away. As you can see, I had to move my Q-snap a little bit because I didn't center the even weave properly. So yeah. But yeah. And surprisingly, the longer I stitch on this, the less I want to stitch on it. Maybe because first impression on the design just sizzled a little bit, but don't get me wrong, I still like the design and I will finish it definitely, but I don't want to stitch on it at the moment, so I will just push through and finish the part 3 and retire it for a little bit. There's just 2 more parts to go, part number 5 and part number 6, and I'll be done with it. So maybe I should just go with it and finish it, because I have some plans that I would like to talk about in a second. So I would like to show you something. You probably are questioning, hey Michael, what's that over there? what's that over there? And this, ladies and gentlemen, it's my fully finished object. Finally, I'm showing a fully finished object after so many months. I know. But finally my nautical pattern came back from the framers, and it looks absolutely stunning. I love how this frame looks, and they've used museum glass so it doesn't reflect much light, and it looks absolutely amazing. I love this frame. It looks like a sunken ship, a boule, or whatever you want to call it. It looks like a part of the sunken ship. Look at this amazing frame. It is so fantastic, and I do love it. I don't know where to put it yet, Currently it's hanging behind me because I just wanted to showcase that in this video, and I wanted to make a joke. Oh, what's there? What's there? But I really do love how it looks. It is absolutely amazing. I'll take some pictures and post them on my Instagram. And also, obviously, I'll update my Etsy shop with this fully finished object, because I think it looks amazing. And thankfully, oh, they flattened some stitches here. They flattened some stitches. Oh my gosh, they flattened some stitches here. That's not good, isn't it? How could they do that to my little... Now I'm seeing that they flattened some stitches. Oh, I'll slap them. I'll slap the bums. Oh well, what you can do. They warned me that this might happen, actually. They warned me that this might happen because the frame that I chose cannot accommodate a lot of space behind it. So yeah, I probably had to speak with them that they flattened some stitches. Maybe they'll fix that. I hope so. But yeah, I'm not very pleased about that, to be honest. I was so excited to show you that, and now I noticed that. Oh, come on. You could so much better. First frame and first picture that I gave them, it worked out so well, but now they flattened my stitches. Why? I don't understand. I need to speak with them and tell them. What do I think of it? I paid £100 for framing this, so they should have done a better work with it. So I'll get back to that. I'll tell her. I'll tell them off. Right. On this high note, sorry, I would like to talk about what's upcoming in my Flosstube, because I've bought some fabric and some fancy floss finally. So, and I paired them a little bit. So I bought more of sampler threads, Simply Shaker from Gentle Art, and I bought quite a lot of it. This is on blue. What I'm trying to say that I'm pairing this blue Zweigart fabric with this linen floss, which looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. And this is going to be my new sampler. So I'm already prepared for it. I'm still designing the chart, but I already know what's going to be stitched on this, which is exciting. And this is going to be my next release, but you'll have to wait for it for quite a bit. It's going to have about 1500 stitches. So it will take a little bit of time for me to finish this. But also I bought this beautiful dark blackboard Zweigart fabric. And this is how it looks. It's just darker 32 count even weave. But I'm going to pair it with this beautiful bluebell Gentle Art threads, and they are very beautiful, and I think they're gonna work. But also I'm a little bit torn apart, because I think the linen color, linen Simple Shaker threads will also look magnificent on this dark fabric. Look at that. So I'm really not sure what I should pair it with. Should I just go with that? Because I think this bluebell threads is not going to work on this blue fabric, because the contrast is too small. So I would like to ask for your opinion. Do you think I should go with what I kitted up, quote unquote, or should I use the linen light threads on this dark fabric and find something different for the bluebell That's this one. Threads, and if yes, please let me know what would you think would work best on it, because I am curious. I won't be starting that anytime soon, so you have plenty of time to let me know what do you think of it. But let me just set them aside. What else do we have? Right, the last thing cross-stitch related, it is a new book that I purchased. I pre-ordered that. It is CrossStitch for the Heart by Emma Condom, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I already have the CrossStitch for the Soul and CrossStitch for the Earth, and design here are amazing and fantastic. They are very, very how should I put it? Very kind and very wholesome. That's the word I was looking for. And look at those beautiful designs. They're absolutely amazing. There's 20 designs in this book. And they look absolutely fantastic. I don't know, you probably cannot see that very well, but I'm doing what I can. Sorry. You can look it up online, definitely. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. There we go. Yeah. So I think my favorite one from this book would be We Rise by Lifting Others. This one. Where's my finger? This one here. With the deer and animals stacked up on each other. Also, this two bears hugging, it's absolutely amazing and adorable. But I'll have to change the color of my other bear because, well, I'm not dating a woman. But all of those designs are very nice. I do like them. So this is everything CrossStitch related. And I would like to show you what else that I got in the box from my friend from Japan. And these are little knickknacks that she bought me. She bought me a hairbrush that you use with shampoo and under the shower. How wild is that? You use that in the shower. She apparently she has one, and it apparently cleans your scalp very well. So I'm excited to try this out. How thoughtful. She got me some pretz. These are like breadsticks, but interesting thing about that, this is flavored scallop and soy sauce, and I'm not the biggest fan of seafood, so but I will try one, but I think that's maybe something my partner will like a little bit more. She bought me not one, not two, but 3 dissolvable canvas for embroidery, and they are extremely thin. I can't even describe how thin it is. You probably cannot see that even. It's hard for me. It's probably thinner than the 56 count. So I don't even know how to start with that. You just draw your design on a piece of paper, or you draw it on a sticker on one side and run it through something. You draw it on the computer. You can draw it on this, or draw it on the computer and print it off on this, which is crazy, and stitch on it. So it is obviously for embroidery, but I've looked at it and it's very evenly done, so it can be used for cross stitching definitely if I really try. So I don't really know what to do with this at the moment. But I am so excited to get that. She got me some nose, charcoal little sticky things that pulls your blackheads out, and I'm kind of scared to try this out. I never did that. But I'm scared. But I will try it out. and I'll tell you my experience next time if I don't forget. She bought me a little keychain. It's shaped like a katana, Japanese sword, and you can actually draw it. It's dull. It's completely dull, but it is funny. You can just sheath your katana and have it as a keychain. But thankfully, it is hanged together with this little chain, so if it goes loose and falls off, it will not fall off of your keychain. And it has a little dragon on it, so yeah, this is quite amazing. Little katana keychain. Oh, did I put it right? Wrong. I think I put it right. I put it right. Come on, sheath. There we go. And she also bought me a blank card. This is like normal Japanese postal card. You can just fold it up as shown on the picture and post it. It is like most traditional card I ever seen, but there's some instructions behind it, and I don't really understand what to do. But I'll have to ask her, what do you do with it? How do you begin that? So yeah, that's all that's been in this beautiful parcel. It's not beautiful, it's Amazon parcel that she repurposed, but I am so grateful for all those items. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for staying with me during this Flosstube video. We'll try to go to Denny's next week because tomorrow I'm not in. So yeah, I'll ask them, hey, what the fuck? No, and there's some debris inside. Where did that get from? Oh my gosh. I'll have to go there. I cannot leave it like that. It's gonna bother me. Yeah, I'll speak with them, and we'll see what we can do. Hopefully they will fix it because there's plenty of space in the back. So as you can see, I don't know why they had to push it so close to the frame. That's what's bothering me. Why do you have to push it so close? So there's about what, half a centimeter. So I'll have to speak with them because it looks fine from the far, but as long as look a little bit closer, it's just I have to speak with them. Sorry, Dennis, but you've been awesome last time, but now we have a problem. Okay, I will not keep you any more longer. So I'll see you soon, and I'll leave some updates either on my Instagram, or I'll post a post video or talk about it in my next Flosstube. It was lovely to see you again, and take care and see you next time. Bye!